400 workers from Hyundai's EV battery plant were locked up in jail, in a crowded jail, for a week. And Donald Trump claims he knew nothing about it and couldn't prevent it from happening. Hyundai's CEO has said that the White House has apologized after Trump opposed the ICE raid, right? I mean, what's happened is Trump has told ICE to go and kick out all these so-called illegal immigrants in the United States. So ICE, at the behest of Donald Trump, have gone to this new mega battery factory that Hyundai are building because the government wants companies basically companies to build factories in the US. Yeah, they want production. Make America great again, all this stuff. They're saying, build factories here. So anyway, ICE has gone, raided the Hyundai factory they're building. This mega battery factory is about $12 billion of investment. And they've put all these people in handcuffs who were not there illegally. They weren't illegal immigrants. They were building the factory. Yeah, they weren't even going to stick around. They were just there to help build the factory and work out how to get all this stuff happening because they've done this before. These basically experts who have built several battery factories. And essentially what has happened is the White House have set back the manufacturing of this factory by several months. And in the end, hundreds of South Korean nationals went home because honestly, they were kind of shocked by their treatment in the United States. And honestly, it's an embarrassment on the US. It really is. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. And this story has pretty much gone viral here in Australia because people are looking at what's happening in the US and just thinking, what the hell is Donald Trump doing? This guy's out of his mind. They're saying they want American jobs. They want manufacturing jobs. They want the manufacturing industry. And then they're booting these people out who are spending. I mean, this is a South Korean company spending billions and billions of dollars in the United States, and the US is making it really hard for them, treating them like criminals. So it's really kind of bizarre. Hyundai's chief executive, Jose Munoz, has disclosed that a White House official reached out to apologize following the controversial ICE raid on the automaker's factory in Savannah, Georgia. But the White House didn't apologize for months. This happened months ago. It's truly bizarre. The apology came a long time after backlash surrounding the treatment of Korean workers and the political confusion that followed the operation. Basically, the president of South Korea, he's just absolutely fired up about this, saying to Donald Trump, mate, what the fuck is going on? What the hell are you guys doing? And he's quite offended with this. Anyway, the CEO of Hyundai remarked shortly after reports surfaced that roughly 200 of the detained Korean workers are preparing to sue the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency for being illegally detained. And, they were put in handcuffs and taken away like they were criminals. Just crazy. During a recent event in Singapore, Munoz stopped short of naming the White House official who contacted him to apologize. He said only that the individual claimed they had not received any prior notice of the raid. Really? Okay. So ICE, at Donald Trump's request, go and do all these raids, and they raid the biggest manufacturing site in all of North America. This is the biggest manufacturing site being built in America right now. They raid the biggest one, and this raid had nothing to do with the US administration. This was just ICE doing their own thing. I don't believe that for a second. The Hyundai boss added that the Georgia governor had phoned him as well, reportedly saying, I don't know what happened. This is not state jurisdiction. This wasn't us. Munoz went on to say that someone may have made a phone call and made it look like there were illegal immigrants working at the plant. I doubt that, right? Guys, this is not a plant that's been built yet. It's in production. It's building the thing. So it's not like it's a factory, that's been sitting there for 10 years and workers have been there illegally working for years. It's not yet clear how many of the workers Hyundai had brought in from South Korea to set up the facility held the wrong type of visa. Many were said to be on short-term or visas that did apparently not allow employment, although a significant number did possess valid work authorization and they were locked up anyway. Immediately after the US raid, US President Donald Trump claims he encouraged the more than 300 workers detained by ICE to stay in the United States, allowing them to help educate and train US workers. That's what he claims. I don't believe that for a second. That plan never materialized, and the workers were soon sent back to South Korea. Trump later told reporters he was very much opposed to the raid, according to the BBC. Trump is playing the weirdest game here. Now, clearly, if he really wanted these guys to stay, and he was genuinely sincere about this, then they would have stayed. They would have gone, oh, Donald Trump actually said, send us a video, and you could just film a short video, a 1-minute video. I'm sure he's got 1 minute a day when he's not, doing whatever he does. Send them a video saying, hey guys, sorry about we put you in jail. We want you here. You guys are great. Stick around, and we won't cause any more problems for you. Great to have you here in the States, spending billions of dollars and building factories here. If he had done that, then surely hundreds of them wouldn't have gone home, and then surely hundreds of them wouldn't be suing the US government. That's what I think anyway. Of the 475 workers that were put in the lockup by ICE agents in the raid, 317 were South Korean nationals. They were detained for about a week, so they were in jail for a week. Reportedly kept in rooms with 60 to 80 people and forced to sleep on moldy mattresses and drink foul-smelling water. This is like, what? Sounds like an African country. One worker alleged that Hyundai employees were mocked by guards and subjected to racial slurs. Don't know if that's true. But anyway, guys, I'm curious to know what you think about this. You clearly know what I think. I think it's absolutely disgraceful. But let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. So the Trump administration arrested 475 people that they called illegal aliens at a battery factory in the United States. Is this a coincidence, or is this a continued kind of aggravation against renewable energy? Well, here's the full story. Turns out quite a few of them were actually from South Korea. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. The South Korean government are chartering a plane to pull the workers from the United States. According to ICE, basically the government's division where they have people that go around and find all the illegal aliens. Many of the people detained did not have correct work visas. Also detained in the agency's raid were 47 staff employed directly by LG Energy Solutions. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. So late last week, one of the largest immigration enforcement actions in recent US history unfolded at Hyundai's factory in Georgia. Authorities detained 475 individuals that they said were illegal aliens. Quite a lot at one location, with 300 of them confirmed to be South Korean nationals. Since the raid, Washington and Seoul have worked out an agreement to repatriate the detained workers.